Hi everyone, a very good evening and welcome to this session on our IELTS offering. This section is going to be divided into three subsections. The first section, we will speak about who we are at Worldify Academy Hub. The second section of this recording, of this presentation, we would speak about the IELTS exam structure. And the third section, we would focus on speaking about our offerings on the IELTS training front. So once again, welcome to everyone from Worldify Academy Hub. Let's get started. So Worldify Academy Hub, we are evolved by industry experts for guiding aspirants who wants to study abroad or work abroad. So we want to help those who want to move abroad, either for studies or for work. And we are a group of industry experts from various sectors like study abroad experts, visa experts, award-winning professors, and L&D experts. So as you can see, experts from all of these areas have come together and formed Worldify Academia Hub. So you are at the right place. And what is the intelligence that we provide? We provide OET, which is Occupational English Test, and IELTS program support for trainees. We provide counseling support as well as immigration and visa services. So we mainly cater to these three segments. Our mission is to provide world-class EdTech learning support for aspirants who are dreaming to move abroad. We also want to provide trusted counseling support to aspirants who are planning to move abroad for studies or for work. And we also provide immigration and visa services. So that is our mission. The programs that we offer at Worldify Academy Hub, we have OET preparation courses for nurses. We have preparation courses for OET for other professionals. We prepare students for IELTS academic as well as general tests. That was the end of the first section of this presentation, wherein we took you through who we are, Worldify Academy Hub is. The next section, we begin the next section wherein we give you a very detailed structure of the IELTS exams. So crack IELTS in the first attempt to pursue your dream of studying abroad or working abroad. Now, as you know, IELTS has three modules: a listening module, a writing module, a reading module, and a speaking module. Let's start with the listening module. The listening module is for 30 minutes. And you would listen to 4 recorded conversations. Each conversation will have 10 questions associated with it. So, section 1, the conversation 1 would be a real life conversation about a daily event that happens. It will have 10 questions. So, how it is structured, you get 30 seconds to review the questions and you would listen to the recording, could be 5 to 7 minutes long. And simultaneously, while you listen to the recording, you have to be writing your answers in the question paper. So, very important to note here, you don't get time after the audio for noting down your answers. So, you will have to note down your answers in the question paper along with the listening. Very important. So every section you have each one audio each to listen to. The format remains the same. You get 30 seconds to review the questions associated with the recording. You listen to the recording simultaneously. You will make a note of the answer in the question sheet. So section 1, the conversation is a real life conversation. So it is between two people. In section 2, it's going to be a monologue again on a real life topic. Section 3, it is going to be an academic conversation. Up to 4 people could be participating in this conversation. And again, section 4 is going to be an academic monologue. So you will finish all these sections in 30 minutes. So you would have made a note of 40 answers because you have 40 questions, all sections put together. And if you are taking a paper and a pen assessment, you get 10 minutes time to transfer your answers from the question sheet to your answer sheet. That's your IELTS listening format. Now, what type of questions can you expect in your listening module? You can expect multiple choice questions, matching questions. You could get a plan or a map and they would ask you to label the plan or the map. You could get note completion questions, form completion questions, table completion questions. So you will have a table with certain information given blank. So you will have to listen to the recording and then complete these blanks. Short answer questions, summary completion questions, and flowchart completion questions. So these are all the questions that you can expect from the listening test. Now let's look at the band score. So if you score a 39 or a 40, you get a score of band 9. If you score 37 or 38, then your band score is 8.5. 35 and 36, it is 8. 33 and 34, it is 7.5. 30 and 32, it is 7. And the rest of the bands, as you can see in the table. Now let's come to the second module, which is the reading module. So the reading module is going to be different for IELTS general test and IELTS academic test. Whereas your listening module remains the same for both IELTS and academic, IELTS general and academic tests. So reviewing the IELTS general reading test. So you have 3 sections. You need to complete these 3 sections in 60 minutes. Section 1 would contain 2-3 short factual text. Section 2 contains 2 short work-related factual texts. Section 3 contains 1 longer text on a general interested topic. Authentic text, it could be authentic text taken from company handbooks, newspapers, official documents and books. And in reading, just like in writing, you have altogether 40 questions to answer. Now let's come to the academic IELTS format. So in academic IELTS, you have 3 long reading passages to complete in 60 minutes. So each of these passages are going to be very lengthy ones. And each passage will have questions associated with it. All put together, all the 3 passages put together, you will have to answer 40 questions. The text types could be descriptive, factual, analytical, and discursive. The text could include graphs, charts, diagrams, and illustrations. So it's not just going to be a plain text. You are certainly going to have images, which could be graphs or charts. And this could be authentic text taken from books, articles, and journals. So to summarize, in both the formats of the text, whether it be academic or general, you will have 3 sections. You will have passages to be read and questions to be answered. Altogether, 40 questions to be answered. You could get 10 different types of questions, very similar to what the type of questions that you saw in the listening module. So it could be multiple choice, short answer questions, sentence completion questions, notes, table, form, summary, flowchart. Yes, no, not given, true or false, or not given. So they could give you a statement and they could say, as per the passage, is it true, is it false, or is it something not given? Classification questions. So matching the questions, choosing headings. So the passages would have multiple paragraphs and they would give you certain titles and then say which paragraph for which paragraph this title would be more fit. No, you will have to write A, B, C, D, E. No, if you have 5 paragraphs. scanning, identifying location or information, labeling a diagram which has numbered parts. So these are the different types of questions that you could expect from your reading in your reading module. Band score pretty much for your academic remains the same, just like your listening. So 39 and 40, you get a band score of 9. 37 and 38, 8.5. 35 and 36, it is 8. 33 and 34, it is 7.5. 30 and 32, it is 7. You can see the rest of the bands on the table here. For your IELTS general test, if you need to get a band 9, you need to get 40 out of 40. If you get a band, if you get 39, you're at band 8.5. 37 and 38, you're at 8. If you get a 36, you're at 7.5, right? And you can see the remaining bands as well on the table on the right hand side. Okay, hope you have taken a look at all the other band scores. So with that, let us proceed to the writing format. So in writing, we have 2 tasks to be completed, whether it be for academic or for general tests. In academic test, the task 1 is going to be a graph or a picture. You're going to be given a graph. You are to summarize the information that you see in the graph. And task 2 is an essay writing task. Coming to the general training module, you will have the first task as a letter writing task. So whereas for your academic test, it was a graph or a picture, but for your general test, it will be a letter writing task. And task 2 is going to be your essay writing, just as your academic training test. So 2 tasks. You get to complete these 2 tasks. You get 1 hour time, 60 minutes time to complete these 2 tasks. Coming to the weightage part of it, task 2 has double the weightage for your scoring compared to task 1. So in percentage wise, no, task 1 gets 33.33% and task 2 gets 66.66% of weightage. So ideally, you should only spend 20 minutes on your task 1 and you should spend 40 minutes on your task 2. Now, what are the types of charts that you could come across in task 1 for academic training? So you could come across pie charts, could come across tables, maps, process diagrams, bar graphs, line graphs, and it could be a combined chart as well. Now, for your task 1 of general training, it could be a formal letter or a semi-formal letter, or it could be an informal letter that you would be asked to write. And for both academic test and the general training task 2, you have your essay writing as task 2. So you will be given a topic and you will be asked to write an essay of minimum 250 words. So one example for a topic could be, do you think learning English is necessary in elementary school onwards, from elementary school time onwards? There are some who argue that learning English does a lot of harm to the native language. What's your opinion? That could be a subject that is given to you to write the essay about. It could be multiple subjects, so you need to have a wide range of vocabulary, language, and knowledge to complete this letter writing task. Now, how do you get assessed, or how do they determine the band score for your written assessment? Mainly, they have 4 parameters: coherence and cohesion, lexical resources, grammatical range, and task achievement. So, coherence and cohesion, as the word suggests, are you able to make sense? Is your writing making sense to the reader? Is it very logically written? Are you not confusing the reader with a lot of ideas at the same time? Or are you progressing from one idea to the other? So that is your coherence and cohesion. Lexical resources is your usage of vocabulary, right? Are you using the right vocabulary? Are you using a range of vocabulary in your writing? Grammatical range is how grammatically correct your sentences are. That is your grammatical range. And task achievement is whether you have written the task that was given to you or have you deviated from the topic. So that's what they are looking at in task achievement. So then they put scores for all of these and then they arrive at the geometric mean to arrive at the band score for your written assessment. That's the end of the written assessment. Now you have our speaking module, which is the fourth module. It has 3 parts. The first part is a 4 to 5 minutes meet and greet session with the trainer. The trainer would ask you questions about your personal life and a lot of topics related to your works, study, hobbies or holidays, etc. Part 2 is where you will have to speak for 2 minutes on a familiar topic. But you don't get to choose your topic. You will be given the cue card that contains the topic. You will have 1 minute time to make a note of your talking points, and after 1 minute the examiner will ask you to start speaking. You will have to speak for 2 minutes. So part 1 was a conversation between you and the examiner. Part 2 is going to be a monologue wherein you speak and the examiner just listens to you, and the examiner will stop you at the end of 2 minutes. Part 3, you have 4 to 5 minutes, which are going to be follow-up questions on the topic that you spoke about in part 2. So again, on the non-topic, because you would have prepared for your part 2 exercise in speaking. So altogether, everything completes in 15 minutes. Okay, and the speaking test alone will be conducted on a different day, whereas your listening, reading and writing tasks would be completed on a different day. So for your IELTS exams, you need to dedicate 2 days for completing the test. Okay, to summarize, for your listening test, you will have to listen to 4 audios and each audio will have 10 questions. So altogether 40 questions. Writing, again, you have 3 passages, 40 questions to answer in an hour's time. That was for reading, and for writing, you have 2 tasks. Task 1 is a graph for your academic test and letter writing for your general test. And for both the formats, task 2 is your essay writing, and you get 1 hour time to complete both these tasks. In your speaking test, it's going to be almost for 15 minutes only, and it happens on a different day, and it has 3 parts. Okay, you get assessed in speaking. They look at the fluency and coherence, lexical resources, basically your vocabulary, grammatical range and accuracy, and your pronunciation. That is how you get assessed in your speaking test. With that, we come to the end of section 2 of this presentation. Now we proceed to the section 3, wherein I will be taking you through the offerings that we have at Worldify Academia Hub. To be very precise, how do we prepare our students, or what can you expect from Worldify Academia Hub once you enroll with us to prepare for your OET or IELTS exams? So our training programs have a heavy emphasis on grammar. We have a lot of foundations, a lot of basics covered for close to 25 to 30 hours during your training program. So basics such as sentence structure, tenses, active and passive voices, punctuations, prepositions, and articles. All of these are covered in detail with a lot of homeworks or exercises or assignments included for practice. And the trainers at Worldify Academia Hub would review your assignments and give you feedback so that you get to know where you stand in terms of your grammar. The learning curve would look something like this. You will choose the program. Once you choose the program, you get 40 hours of dedicated IELTS training support on all the 4 modules. And you would have a live trainer present for these 40 hours of training. You also get close to 25 to 30 hours of foundation support, wherein we take you through the grammar fundamentals. And just prior to your exams, we have 5 hours of rapid revision sessions to help you prepare for your exams. And we also have pre-live mock drills to give you a feeling of how the exam is going to happen. And it will be timed just like it will be a replica of your live assessment, so that you get to understand where do you stand in terms of which band you are at, after you take your mock test. So that will give you input on what are the areas that you need to work on. So choose the program. You get 40 hours of live trainer support on IELTS modules. You get unlimited enough support on your foundation, which is your English grammar. You get 5 hours of rapid revision sessions, and you get pre-live mock drills. This is a number that we are very proud of. So our success rate is currently at 99.99%. So almost everyone that has enrolled with us cleared the IELTS or the OET exams. The reasons to count on us: we have real-time sessions wherein you have a live trainer presence. Flexible timings, so we have sessions either in the mornings or in the evenings. You could select a time that is most suitable for you, and we would be preparing you based on the exam in mind. And we have non-stop assignments, right? So we have regular assignments that we administer. We have live quizzes and assessments, unlimited mock support. In addition to that, we also have talking ebooks, talking e-assignments, and talking e-mock capsules. So these are ebooks wherein you have a range of topics that are covered. You could speak about, you could tell the ebook what topic you want to refer to, and then the ebook would directly take you to the topic, and then you will be able to hear the audio. If you want to listen to that particular topic that you want to refresh. These are some of the screenshots of our IELTS achievers. Just quickly go through these. Yeah, again, these are numbers that we want to focus on. So we have 1,000 plus OET successes. We have 4,000 plus IELTS successes. So we are crafting a success story in this domain, and we welcome you to be part of this success story. Now the admission process. After this, right, we hope you enroll with us, and once you submit your application fee, you will fill in your application form. You will choose a batch timing of your choice. You can expect the batch confirmation in 24 hours time. And within another 24 hours, you will be added to our WhatsApp groups. And that is where we provide you the links to the meetings, the live trainer sessions that will be happening. And we would also be sharing the materials with you on the WhatsApp group. And you will also be given access to the folder where the live recorded sessions are recorded and the videos are made available. So all of these support would be there from Worldify Academia Hub, and the sessions will happen either in the mornings or in the evenings. You could flexibility, right? You have the flexibility to choose the timings. If you have a rotational shift, you could attend your morning session when you have your night shifts, and when you have your morning shifts, you could attend the evening sessions. Yeah, so you get to win bonus gifts if you choose to enroll with us within the next 48 hours. You get free grammar sessions, free unlimited weekly mocks, personalized assessment, and rapid revision drills. So come and enroll with us within the next 48 hours. We hope to see you on board as soon as possible. Looking forward to you joining us, and thanking you once again for making yourself available today for this particular demo session. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.